across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from Nissan Stadium. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. Here come the Eagles, and that's Jalen Hurts. Year 7 now in the league. The Super Bowl 59 MVP out of Oklahoma.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Followed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. See what they have for 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts.
That should have been a pick.
And completes it. 14 on the pickup. First down, Philadelphia. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts to the air on first down. That'll be taken in by Parker. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Hurts gonna run it himself. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. Barkley. And he's going.
That's how we play defense.
Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Cam Ward brings the Titans out. Season 2, he was the #1 overall pick in 2025 and started all 17 games for Tennessee a season ago.
We had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week, Mike, and we asked him, we said, can you put your finger on what went wrong last week for what was a pretty rough outing? He said, being honest, I didn't have my best week of practice. I practiced much better this week, and I'm expecting it to carry forward into the game. He can continue to get better. They can show that they can make his best stuff. He plays a cleaner game. This is going to be a tough team to beat.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
first down, they'll stay with Singleton on the ground. And he'll take this back to the 43-yard line. Chuck Clark there to make the play. The numbers for him on the ground in the season opener. 12 carries. He had 77 yards. Out of the gun, Ward. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Carter. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Townsend now to punt it. That kick is away. And no run back here. Fair catch.
And for 2 hours of pregame and postgame, you'll have Chris Trapasso and former Bills center Mitch Morse, who joins us now in the booth. Mitch, thanks for coming out. I was just talking about y'all's vantage point. It's not bad. It's unbelievable. I appreciate you having me on, guys. That's fantastic. And Shane Buechele is now in at quarterback, and his first pass is complete to Galecki Latu for a first down. And Mitch, tell us about joining the radio team, pregame, postgame. How excited are you? Well, it's a lot, Gavin. But they got Chris Trapasso with me. He's great. It's been immediate chemistry together. I still think the powers that be made this decision to bring me on might have made a clinical mistake. But it's for me to lose the job. So I'm hopefully making it to at least the second game of the season before I drop a F-bomb on here accidentally. I noticed as soon as you put the headset on, you looked for the cough button in our booth. So that's not a good sign. score Junior with a nice run up the middle, but there is a flag behind the play, and I think this one's coming back. Jude Bowery, I think, is going to have this come back, yeah.
It's not so much you, though. Because he sat here and treated me like absolute
That's the
dog
worst
crap.
feeling. I got to imagine when you're
And now he's
offensive
like,
lineman
oh, I
and
hope
flag
she's doing
flies in
well.
behind the play.
You usually know it's coming.
Yeah.
All the
You
way.
usually do. But I mean, listen, it's one of those things, especially for a
I
guy
can't
like
help
Jude
it. It's
Bowery,
not your
getting
fault.
these
Don't
repetitions,
feel bad.
giving your
Okay,
memory
it's
bank
not
of
your
things
fault.
to learn
It's
from. This
him.
will stick with him for the rest of his career. The good plays that he makes and the ones that he wants back, this isn't bad. Like maybe this, as long as he's giving great effort and learning from these, it's part of the process.
Joe Brady was telling us yesterday that one of the things he was going to look at on tape after this game was the sideline demeanor. He did not want guys just sitting back on the bench, not paying attention. He was going to look to see who's up there cheering and who's not. Tell me about for you when you were a starter coming out of the preseason game. What's the second half like when you're a starter?
It's
I'm just
exciting.
gonna have to get
You
myself
see
a
the
pillow
work
to
these guys
actually
have
sit,
put in.
which I'm
You
working
know
on.
the amount of pressure's on them. Like it's their livelihood, it's their job, and for a lot of guys, it's their first opportunity to get this thing going.
They fit me really good
And
when I
of
first
course,
got
it's
them, and then I
you're
lost a lot of
coaching,
weight.
but you are putting your resume
And
on
now
to
they
31 other
like
teams,
fall
especially
off
when you're
even
playing in
with
the
a belt.
second half. And you've been with these guys through
I have to have the
fall,
belt pinched
through
so
the
tight,
beginning
and
of
with that
fall,
belt
all
around
through
them, I
spring.
can't do that.
It's a relationship-based business,
So I'd
and they're
rather
very
give them
intimate.
the current
And
somebody
so
get
you
used
just
to
want to
it.
see the guys in your
Because they
room
were literally
prosper.
spinning my drawer.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in these games, and we have made the point as well. After these games are over, they scour this film. The players will have conversations about it. The coaches will have arguments about it.
Yes.
But when practice resumes on Monday, or they get a day off tomorrow, Sunday, there's going to be some changes in the depth chart, who's getting reps with the ones.
Can I please
Talk
buy
about
you?
that dynamic and how you start to get a feel for what your team will look like in the regular season.
Yes, this first preseason game is where guys are learning to digest information in a different environment. The stuff that they've accrued the past 11 practices, it's a totally different ballgame. And this is, of course, very relatable to bringing that to when the game matters in season. But it also lights a fire. Like if you get bumped up, you don't want to lose that spot. And if you're on the outside looking in, you know exactly what you need to work on from this film, and you can apply that. And they love to see when guys maybe fall kilter a bit, but apply what they need to better themselves, especially around the next preseason game and with that joint practice coming up.
Third down and 8. Bouchel taking another deep shot for Goss now, and it's incomplete, and a flag comes in. Now a second flag comes in as well, so 2 penalty markers down. You got one guy, I think, calling a hold, the other guy calling interference. We'll see. Both of them look to be against the defense. Gosling looked like he had a play on the ball, and there was some contact between both players.
You're fine. He's nice, and you're fine. That's for sure.
Defense, number 31.
So an automatic first down for the Bills, and Shane Bouchel has it moving down the field. That's a crusher because of the spot foul. It's not just 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. That goes all the way down as if it was caught. And that hurts.
Two impressive drives coming out of the half.
Now, all the Buffalo quarterbacks have looked good today.
Yeah.
Bouchel on his first drive, but hasn't been in the red zone here on first down and 10. Ian Wheeler is the running back. Give to Wheeler, and he pushes forward to the 11.
Okay, take them up.
What was the hot topic on the pregame show today, Mitch?
Ooh, I mean, of course, just taking in the sights and sounds, in anticipation from the fans coming in here, starting their new routines, right? You hear when you talk to guys who were there, the opening of the route, while their parents grew up in, or their grandparents, and now it's the establishment